Alright, here's the new Motorola Moto E smartphone. And I'm just going to show you the box first. Okay, you just pause and read. It's just advertising. There's the specs. Got that from Radio Shack. Retail. That's the back of the box. Now, one of the nice things about this phone is you can see there's no installed garbage on there. It's like it's almost nothing installed on there. It's almost the pure Android. There's no like the 4 carriers of Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T. They all have their own garbage installed. The interface is bloated and everything. But this is not. Doesn't seem like it. Looks like a typical Android without anything installed. So there's no bloat. Let's take a look at the camera. One of the things about the camera is you notice there's no flash, and the front camera. There's no. It doesn't look like there's a front camera either. Here's take a look at that. I should turn that off. There's a hole for the front camera. As you can see, there's a hole for it, and it's probably looks like it's there, but it may be just disabled. So it could be that it's just not active. It could be just. Yeah, this looks like it is there, or at least it seems like it's there. It looks like a camera. Let's see. Oh, and I notice there's no focus. Like, there's no autofocus on this thing. There's no, it won't focus either. This, like when you take a picture of something, let's say, camera here. So. Yeah, so you expect it to focus, but there's no focus. See, it's all blurry. So you'll never get the focus on this thing. Here's a receipt from Radio Shack. As you can see here. On this guy here, there's no focus. See, there's no way to focus it. Up close, and as you move farther away, yeah, this happens, so it never clears up. Right, so there's no way to focus. There's the camera. Oh, and one other thing, there's no. Can't find the microphone in this thing. So this is a speaker, and this is a speaker. This is the earpiece, and this is the loudspeaker. So it could be that it's using the speaker as a microphone. because a microphone and a speaker is made of a single coil, so you can use a speaker for a microphone. Right. The camera's recessed in there, so it won't scratch the lens. Alright, thanks. Taking it apart is pretty easy. Taking the back cover is actually pretty easy. You find the USB thing here, your USB charger port, and you just stick your finger in there and just work your nail around till you hear the clicks. And you hear it unclicking. It just opens right up. Just work your way around until you hit the volume control and power button. So it's opened up, and that's what's inside. Alright, so just turn on the light. You can just pan through that. And you just pause and look at what's inside. That's what's inside. And then to take it apart, there's these little screws you got there. You have many of these little screws, like dozens of these little screws, and you're gonna need a little screwdriver like this. This kind of screwdriver. It's got the little it's a hex 6-sided screwdriver here, and it's, let's see, this kind of screw. It's hard to find. Right. That's the SD card. Once you stick it in there, and once you stick it in there, it's hard to take out because it doesn't pop out when you push it in there. There's no there's no spring, so you have to take it out like with a nail. But actually, it's not so bad. I just took it out already. So it goes right in there with it. And so plug it in while it's off, and then you can just pull it out. And again, where the SIM card should have been, it's just not there. So there's no SIM card. Might be built in there somewhere, but there's no removable SIM card. And that's the only slot there is. And as you can see now, there's no SIM card. I was looking around and there's no SIM card anywhere. That's where the SIM card would be, but it's not soldered in there. It's just an empty slot. That's the SD card, and then the rest of them are just shielded wireless transmitters inside. Those contacts go right here to the outside. These contacts go to the antenna outside. These are all the antennas, and the battery is stuck in there, so you can't take it out. You could, but it's probably just taped in there. It's probably double-sided tape that's taped in. There's a battery connector. That's a headset. And so that's the inside of the phone. Camera. The vibrator, it's just a little motor that spins. So that's connected to the headsets. I'm just going to let you observe that a little bit. Just pause and look at it. Just going to pan over it and you can just look at it. Not sure if that's the microphone, a speaker, maybe that's a speaker. Alright. You see the battery connector is very delicate. It's very hard to put the battery connector back in there. Just goes right in there. It's very difficult. Got it in there. Let's see. And snap it back together. So yeah, put back these little screws there. It's got the little star, these little screws. It's kind of looks like a little star. So you're gonna need one of these screwdrivers like that. These are kind of hard to find, so you're not likely to even have those at home. And it's very delicate to put the screws back in. It's held by plastic.